Hi everyone. So this is a weird start to the episode, but there was a couple of things I wanted to address before the episode started. Now, this episode was filmed about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Okay, I was in a very different place from where I'm at right now. Mentally, something I've never experienced before, and it's something I hope I never experience again. You'll see more as the episode goes along. I just wanted to say that rest assured, I'm in a much better place where I'm at right now. I wasn't going to put this episode up. However, a lot of people convinced me and said, look, there's so many people that can learn from experiences, so many people that might share your experiences. Also, it's part of who you are and what you were going through at that time, so why not? I just wanted to come on and just say, please remember that I am in a very different place. I am good. I am okay. I just wanted to say that before I get bombarded with messages about my mental health and well-being. It is good. It was a blip. Also, if you are struggling with your mental health, please see someone. Please check up on your friends. It's something that I don't think we talk about enough. I don't think it's something that we address enough. But just check up on each other. And if you're affected by anything that we've discussed in this episode, please go and speak to somebody. Seek help. There's plenty of mental health charities out there, but also family and friends or wherever your comfort is.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of I'm Rich, You're Poor. I'm Sophia.
The podcast.
Hi everybody, welcome to this week's I'm Rich, You're Poor, the podcast. I'm Sophia.
I'm Shabaz. See, when I let her do it, she messes it up, right? So in future, this is the last time you do it.
What do you think of this blazer?
Can we give them can we at least let them get the titles?
Yeah.
Roll the titles.
Roll the title. Hiya.
Hiya.
How are you doing?
You introduced it, so I should be saying, hiya, Sophie. What have you been up to this week? How are you?
What do you think of the blazer?
I do like it. I love the colour. Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice colour. I like the thing. It's very much giving me like rug material. I've got a rug that material.
Rug material. Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Rug material.
She's giving me. You're
No,
giving
you mean
rug.
like tweed.
You're giving me rug.
I'm not giving you rug. I'm giving you tweed. There's no occasion I've got, so let's just wear it.
Cool.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Next week I'll come in like a gown.
I mean, that's so true. Wear like a full gown with a diamond necklace, diamond earrings, hair up.
I'm just going to wear everything that I don't wear because there's no occasions to go to.
Brilliant. Anyway, so what have you been up to, Sophie?
It's been a bit of an eventful week.
Been an eventful week. Why?
Yeah, for me. Just had a lot of things going on.
Brilliant.
There was nothing literally exciting.
Okay.
I think everything was just like
stressful. Yeah, but do you know what? Because you're off, aren't you, at the moment? Your chest sounds so bad.
It is.
Yeah, it's so bad. You need to.
I'm on antibiotics at the minute.
Yeah,
I sound like I'm speaking through my nose, don't I?
No, it's the in between, and plus you take such long pauses between your sentences.
Well, that's why. It's because of my chest.
But no, you take such long pauses anyway in general when you speak, and then on top of it, it's between the pauses. Anyway.
So like I'm asthmatic, chronic asthmatic.
I had a very eventful week.
Oh, yes, you did.
I did have a very eventful
You
week.
had a lovely week.
So I went to June Prophecy, the screening. Oh my
What was it like?
God, let me tell you, the show is phenomenal.
I cannot wait to see it.
I know it's a watching type situation, but I'm going to tell you now, it is brilliant. Like, I cannot explain the music, the score behind it, the costumes, the acting. Do you know what was so lovely as well? The two female leads, it's a female-led program, isn't it? But the two females are in their 50s and they're best mates. They've known each other for years, but they've never had a chance to work together. Yeah. And what she said was, she was like, that's because, well, there's only ever one mum. There's only ever one auntie or one sister. So she was
you don't really get...
fully female-led.
Yeah, and especially... older female.
That's the thing. So they fully, and it's so iconically beautiful. I wore my outfit.
I know, I saw pictures. You looked amazing, especially near the Bene Gesserit. Who was that?
Yeah, she was. So there were just staff there.
Oh, wow.
It was so creepy when we went into the screening. They did like because they do the sign when they're talking. So they did that, and it was fully immersed into it. It was so good. I think it's a phenomenal TV show. They spent amazing. A lot of money on it. And you can see that they spent a lot of money.
And did they let you watch like the whole episode?
Full episode, full screening.
So you've seen the first episode.
And oh my God.
Don't give any spoilers. Don't you dare.
It is
because
good.
I don't want to know yet. I want to see it for myself.
No, it's a good episode. It was brilliant. And then got to meet a lot of other people and stuff. And And then the next day we went to the Vogue. I went to the Vogue thing in the Lightroom.
Nice.
Oh my God, it was like Inventing Vogue, it's called. So I was looking at designers and I realised sitting
Was it
there.
like a catwalk?
No, it wasn't an actual catwalk. It was an immersive experience. So like the whole room. Did you see that picture? And I'll put the picture in where the video in. Sorry, where there's flowers and the entire room is a projection.
Yeah.
But they talk about like models and runways and everything goes
Is it like
behind.
the history of Vogue?
That's it. Yeah, inventing the runway.
I'd love to go to that.
And it's so. Do you know what? I love fashion. And
So is that a thing that anyone can go to?
Yeah, you can go to any time.
Or is that just for like...
Why don't we go next time we go?
Oh,
when
I
you're
really
feeling
wanna
better, we'll
go.
go. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
definitely
100%.
go. One thing I realised is I genuinely love fashion.
Yeah.
I love clothes and I love fashion and I don't like the overconsumption side of fashion because I just hate overconsumption in general. I think it's just sickening. But I do love clothing and I love fashion and I love the art behind it. One thing I will say is people like at those events, honestly, like love is clothes, pipe down. Like,
Are they very, like this? Is it like Devil Wears Prada?
Yeah.
Where they're all like, ooh.
Some of them come
all uppity
Some of them come fully head to toe.
in like Prada.
Not designer, like no, because that kind of stuff is only for Pavo's love. Let's be real. When you
That is true. That is
poverty
true,
wears poverty shows wears and
Yeah.
thingies, right? Wears like Haas head to toe in Gucci.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That's
Don't do
Pavo.
that, mate.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
yeah. Whereas I think like those people are like proper fashion people.
Yeah.
Where it's daring outfits, where it's garishly, where people don't understand it.
Yeah. And they don't have like the actual brand.
You don't see
on
the brand.
Yeah,
no,
you don't
actually,
see
no,
the brand.
You don't see the brand on it. And then on Wednesday, I went to record with Lad Bible. So fun with Lad Bible at Open University, and I cannot wait for you to see the video because it was so amazing. It was brilliant. It was.
So what did you do with them?
I don't want to go into it because I don't think I'm allowed
you don't
to
want to spoil
it.
it. Okay. So people keep in touch.
Yeah, it'll be on my socials and stuff. Weirdly,
Yeah.
and I haven't spoken to you about this because I've been waiting to speak to you about it, but oddly, I don't know how to explain it.
What is it?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Oh my God, I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Don't know what about what?
It's so annoying.
I don't even have any tissues.
No, it's fine. Don't.
Would you like my blanket?
No, it's fine. I feel like I'm really unappreciative, which I'm not. So I feel like I can't have this conversation because it makes it seem like I've got everything I've ever wanted, right?
Yeah.
This is exactly where I wanted to be in terms of career-wise, social media, being able to reach people, make people laugh.
Definitely like you reaching your dreams, haven't you?
But I'm still so miserable and I can't shake it.
What is it that bothers you about it?
I'm not bothered by wanting more.
Yeah.
Right? Driving down to June, at the moment, I've got this really, my chest feels heavy.
Yeah.
My head feels cloudy. And I'm trying my best to shake it. But I cannot shake it. Like I said to you, I feel like I can't have this conversation because it makes it seem like, well, you're getting everything. You're going to premieres, you're going thingy.
Yeah.
But I feel so miserable. And because of that, the entire week, I've not been able to shake it. And it's I'm going to Wicked tomorrow. I'm going to go and do some amazing things.
Amazing, yeah.
I cannot, for the life of me, shake it. And I beat myself up about it because I'm like, what's your problem? And I don't allow myself to feel that way.
Yeah, because I know how some people might say, well, you've got this huge following, you've got this huge platform that a lot of people would
So why
crave
am I
to
still
have.
miserable?
You're just human.
When people ask me, what is it that's bothering you? I genuinely can't shake it. I just can't shake it. And it's bothering me because I can't shake it.
Yeah.
And I've got this cloud hanging over me. I've got this heaviness hanging over me. I've got this tightness in my chest like I've never had it before.
Yeah.
Over what?
It's probably anxiety around
Over
maybe.
what?
I don't know. That's what
This
you need
is what
to
I'm
tell
saying
me.
to you. And that's why
Sometimes you just feel stuck, don't you?
I
Are you
just,
stuck?
yeah,
This is what happened to me. Remember when I used to say to you, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I feel like that at the moment because I feel like things aren't progressing. But I know it's because I'm not my normal self.
I can't explain it to you. I genuinely, I have probably cried more times in the last couple of days over nothing, over scrolling on a video and seeing someone say something that's emotional. I'm a wreck and I can't. and I want to shake it, but I really can't. And I don't.
Maybe you just need a break and you need to go on holiday to somewhere nice and sunny, and you need to have fun. I think, especially when you go down to these things, because you're very much on, like, going there, meeting people, seeing what it's about. Work, and sometimes you just need to have more fun.
Another thing is with creatives, the sad thing is with the creative person who's a creative, if I don't feel joy, I can't produce the work I'm relying on.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, oh God, it's so stupid. It's so stupid because I can't
shake it.
I just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to shake. And I'm sat there and I feel like I'm sleepwalking. I'm going through all of this and I'm watching myself do it.
Yeah.
It's so surreal. I'm watching myself have these interactions, but I'm not present.
Yeah.
I am having an out-of-body experience, and it sounds so stupid. Oh God, I'm gonna ruin my face.
No, I know what you mean.
I'm having an out-of-body experience at the moment, and I'm sat with my family. I'm having these conversations, and there's such a heaviness surrounding me, and I can't explain it to anyone. I can't.
But I also think as well, like, Shabaz is that type of person that you do take a lot of responsibilities on, more than you should. And I think for you, that's part of filling your time.
Guys are crying on a podcast. What's wrong with me?
No, that's what this space is for.
We
cry, we laugh, we joke.
I've held it in and I've reflected and I've gone, I can't even say it. I can't verbalise what it is that's bothering me. But I'm so bothered by it at the moment. Like, so bothered. And then that bothering is bothering me more.
Yeah.
Because I can't shake the feeling and I'm getting overwhelmed with it. And I'm so miserable.
Yeah.
But I'm achieving everything I wanted. So why am I still miserable?
I know what you mean. Do you know what? Everybody goes through it.
Yeah.
Everyone goes through it, because I say it myself, like, there's been moments in my life where big major things have happened that have been great, but it's not been fulfilling for me.
No,
maybe we need to do some soul searching.
It's not I'm not fulfilled, and that's why I'm saying to you I can't shake it, because I'm not fulfilled. I am doing the stuff.
Yeah.
I'm walking around with this such a heavy chest and this cloud. And I don't think enough people are having this conversation on social media, because you're seeing such positivity. You're seeing me do all these great things. June premiere, Vogue thing, get to go to do something with Lad Bible and all that. In between all that, it's so quiet.
Yeah.
I am so not comfortable with the silence. You're not understanding that.
What's behind
There's
it
a part of me that's so lost.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I can't shake that feeling. Without sounding really melodramatic, no one's genuinely asked me, are you okay? Oh, it sounds so dumb that I'm crying about it again. No one has asked me, are you okay?
Yeah.
And it sounds like I'm being really dramatic, like, oh my God, woe is me and everything, but I'm not okay.
Yeah.
I'm not mentally okay. I don't know what it is that's following me around, and I can't do it because I don't have the ability not to have a week off.
Yeah.
I don't have it in me to sit at home and feel sorry for myself and take time away. I haven't put the podcast up because I physically do not have it in me to want to do it.
Yeah.
I've put old videos up on my social media. I don't want to do it. I want to go to these events. I do want to go to these events, and I want to record a podcast, and I want to have joy.
Yeah.
But I don't want to at the same time, and that's why
it's kind of like
so
the passion
conflicting.
fizzles out, doesn't it?
It's so I don't know.
Do you know what Moroccans say?
Well,
it's ain't.
Yeah, maybe it is. As in, just translate
Moroccans
that.
always say, if you're ever feeling down and feeling bad about yourself, but all your life everything around you is good, it's because it's the evil eye.
Yeah, and I don't.
That's what they say.
No, I don't think it is. I think. Firstly, I've not eaten in probably about a month because I've been trying to fit into this outfit for Wicked. So maybe it's just
maybe
food.
it's that.
Maybe it's just food.
Maybe you're malnourished about it.
Maybe I'm malnourished. I might maybe time of the month. I don't know what it is, but maybe I'm just going through hormone imbalance or whatever it is. But
and I completely understand, because I've been in that position where you've asked me and I'm like, I just don't know what it is. I just feel like you feel empty sometimes.
I hope I've not. I'm the rest of the podcast. I'm gonna look like this. Well, I look all right.
Yeah, you look fine.
Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna move on. Hopefully, it'll get better, and maybe this was what I needed. I just needed to just have a moment.
Sometimes you just need to set it free, let it out,
write it out and set it free.
Set it free.
Yeah.
Literally, sometimes you just need to set it free for you to just have that little bit of weight lifted off your shoulders, and you just like a woo-sa moment.
Yeah, maybe
as well.
I'm going through this point where
I'm really looking at who I am, and I am really content, right? As in, like, well, let's rephrase that, because clearly I'm not content. And I've just gone and bawled my eyes out. I'm like, I'm really content, by the way. I'm really
but you can be content and can have those feelings as well.
I feel like I am happy with what I'm achieving, my trajectory, what I'm doing, the joy I'm being able to do, but also the work I'm being able to do. Not an issue. The other side of that was looking at, like, my history, because growing up I was bullied in high school, and I had a moment where I looked at my year 7 picture, and that kid, it's so stupid because I'm looking at my own picture, but I just felt so sorry for him. I saw the smile in the picture, and do you know, so many people stole that smile, right?
Oh, yeah, because it was so innocent. It's fine.
What is going on? So many people stole that smile and stole my joy, and I look at the rest of my life and I think, my God, there's so many aspects of my life that you stole.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because you're still carrying that, you need to...
I don't know how to shed it, though.
It's hard to kind of say, well, I forgive the bullies for what they did, but you need to forgive that situation for you to be able to move on.
I'm not burdened by it, though.
Subconsciously, you are burdened by it.
I think it's just the way I'm feeling at the moment, because ordinarily I do look at that picture and I do think, my God, you did take away a lot, because I thought, I don't know where my life could have gone or what I could have done had I not gone through the bullying. And I genuinely despise the bullies or the people that put me through the stuff they did, because I don't know what I could have done, and I don't know what that kid could have done. And if you look at the year 7 picture of me and then you look at me now, those two people are the same person or around about the same person, because the joy I wanted to bring at the age of 11 and the people I wanted to fight for and the stuff, I want to do that now.
Yeah.
The year 8, 9, 10, or the 12, 13, 14, 15, up until 28, 29-year-old me was so angry, was so defensive, was so confused, so upset with everything and within themselves, and was so uncomfortable that I say to the bullies that you literally stole the best years of my life. I never really addressed how people made me feel.
Yeah.
I never really spoke directly about what I went through and how bad it was. And I never really acknowledged to myself that it became such a part of who I am.
Yeah.
Such a part of this 30-year-old me, and how much of an impact it's had on me. And I think everything that I do not like about myself came from those experiences.
Yeah.
And everything I love about myself came from those experiences. So it's such a conflict of interest, like conflicting things.
It's kind of a double,
myself.
what do they call it?
Double-edged sword, because I don't know with me what part of it is good and what part of it is the bad. Anyway.
And a lot of that stuff that you go through makes you who you are today.
That's it. So I do appreciate.
And you are an amazing person. You love making people laugh. Yeah. You've still got that in you.
That's where it's come from, though. That's where that came from. The joy of making other people laugh came from never wanting other people to feel the way I did.
What would you think that 12-year-old boy in year 7 would think now? What would he say now, knowing that what you've achieved so far?
In all honesty, I think the year 7 me would be very proud of what I achieved.
Yeah,
I know that much.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut all of the crying out, and we're just going to go from the positive to the next positive.
No, we're not. We're going to be honest.
I would have to.
But anyway, I think everyone out there has a story similar to yours. I mean, I do. So growing up, I was a big drama fan. Mm-hmm. I loved drama. I did GCSE drama. The school that I went to was a performing arts. It had a performing arts college. But I always felt like, at the time, do you know when you're never picked for stuff? When you know you've done a really good job at auditioning that, and you think to yourself, do you know what? I'm definitely going to get it this time. And you're so sure of yourself.
I feel that way about social media at the moment because there seems to be just the same people getting picked for the same opportunities. And that, we'll touch on that, but that, I get it.
And it's frustrating, isn't it?
Because I am good enough.
Yeah.
I am good enough.
Yeah, and that was me, but that knocked my confidence. Even though, like, I love singing. I loved singing, and I still love singing to this day. And so I love doing stuff like that because I was in the choir and all of that stuff.
I grew up hearing you. I heard
you
sing.
Remember,
I remember,
So, literally, like, all of that, and the same people kept getting picked all the time. That knocked my confidence down. And my dad God rest his soul, like he was like the biggest supporter of me. Like he always pushed me to do exactly what I wanted to do, whether it was dancing, he put me into dancing, whether it was singing. I used to do singing auditions at school and things like that. When I lost my dad, that support kind of went, so that knocked my confidence down a little bit more.
Yeah.
So when I went to college to apply, I was just too shy and not confident enough to actually go and audition, because you have to audition to get into the
schools, or the
to get to the
schools
subject and stuff. And
that's been me with acting, you know. For all my life I wanted to act,
and that's what it was. It was acting as well.
I'm so not confident to go and do. I want to join an acting school, but to audition.
But I think, do you know what? We need to make a pinky promise to ourselves, right? That we need to do this stuff, and it's never too late, because Morgan Freeman didn't become like a
Oprah,
until his 50s.
When she was a billionaire, whenever she was.
Exactly. Oprah's operating.
Yeah.
And it's stuff like that knocks your confidence down. And then you think, then I took a different path.
But what would your ideal, like, if you could pick a career now, what would you want to go into?
If it paid well, I'd probably be a stewardess. But only because I get to travel the world.
But do you know how...
only long haul flights.
Right, but do you know one thing I'm going to say is... I was having this conversation with someone and they said this about stewardesses, is the loneliness. And this goes back to what I'm saying, right? So I'm living out of a suitcase.
Yeah.
And God knows I'm so appreciative of the opportunities. I thank the good Lord above, my parents, everyone, my followers, everything. I'm so appreciative of it. But it's so lonely, because once you've done that, you're back in a hotel room, back in a space that you're away from your family for such a long periods of time, that your normality, what is your normal? I would love to just be bouncing about here, there and everywhere, because the fact that I'm not able to do that at the moment because of my health, that frustrates me the most. Like, that literally gets me to the point, it really, really gets me down. I could be doing this, that, and busy, going here, there and I'd love it, me. I would as well. Because that's I do, ordinarily. But like you said, you get to a certain point where you think, well, what, like, is this it, kind of thing. If I hadn't lost my dad at 14, my life would have been different. I would have been encouraged to do a lot of other things. Obviously, with my mum being a single mum once she was widowed, she was just focusing on making sure we got good grades and good jobs, and we didn't go through any struggle, innit? Yeah. Like she probably had to go through. We went through a lot of struggle in that sense. But she like pushed us towards that, which I had that conversation with my mum in terms of... Can I ask you something? Do you feel like, and this is no disrespect to your mum, but do you feel like, because your mum had her own thing, because I get why she did it. I get why she was pushing you, because single mum struggling with 3 kids, right? 3 young kids as well, bear in mind. I get why she was trying to make sure that you had your thingy. But do you feel that slightly might have been a detriment to your creative side or who you wanted to be? Absolutely. Right. Yeah. And do you... With no disrespect, obviously no disrespect to my mum. I love my parents, but love mum to bits. Yeah. She does everything. You're never able to... Some people might be, but I know I'm never able to have that conversation, because it'll be seen as like me having a go kind of thing at her. And it's always... Do you know what it turns into? I must have been an awful parent then. I clearly didn't raise you right. Yeah, absolutely. Right, so I must have been awful then. So I would never have that conversation. But in order for me to be okay with it now, because I did hold a lot of, I'd say, resentment. I did hold a lot of resentment towards certain things that happened in my life, which led me to certain situations. Do you know, with you growing up, right? Because especially had a really close relationship with my dad, and losing that relationship for me was detrimental, like to everything. Do you know, growing up, I always saw, do you know, the way I'm feeling right now, honestly, everything sets me off. Growing up, I always felt so sad for you. Oh, don't say that, you're going to make me cry. I always felt so sad for you, because... you were always such a sad person. I see so much joy in you now. Oh my God, it's so stupid. I'm setting you off as well. I know. But I always saw you cried so many times. I remember, because we used to go to our friend's house. Yeah. And I'm not going to say it why. Yeah, because you know why, innit? Yeah, absolutely. But you were always so sad. So to see how much of a shift that happened. Yeah. I mean, you still are. Like, there's still stuff that's happened. And like how you say, like, people used to call me, my nickname when I was younger, it was Bubbles, wasn't it? Because they were like, oh my God, you're so bubbly and everything. Yeah. But that was my way of covering up. I'd try and cover that by being super bubbly. And then after that, my bubbliness just went. And then everyone was like, oh God, what's happened to you? I saw a period of time, uni time, Do you remember this?
Yeah.
There's a period of time where
you were. I was going through PTSD then,
and you were just so sad, and I felt it for you. And I always said that the cause of it really, it really bothered me because I was like, where it came from, it should never have come from.
No, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Where it came from, it never should have come from because that's not what we're in society. In life. That's the one place where we shouldn't get that. So hard
we shouldn't experience that from that
situation.
Yeah.
But I think losing your dad and like. But I get it, and sorry, I'm doing it to everyone and ruining your life as well. I felt so sad for you. I did feel so sad for you growing up because I used to walk away. I wasn't that close to you. You were you were our friend's friend, innit?
Yeah.
And like I knew of you, but we weren't best mates. Yeah. We were just friends, and I used to see, and I always used to feel so bad for you because you'd talk about it and you'd bawl your eyes out.
Yeah, literally.
Because you were such a nice person.
Yeah. My auntie always says it to me. She always says, do you know what? You were the sweetest little girl ever when you was younger. And a lot of people said to me, like, you just got blamed for stuff that you never did.
Yeah.
And it was awful. But then no one intervenes in that situation. Like, no one would have dared intervene, which is why I chose the career path that I chose, because I never want anyone to feel like that. So that's why I do what I do.
Yeah.
Is because I feel like everyone should be protected from stuff like that.
Yeah.
Especially growing up, it's hard. But I've had to personally let go of those resentments. Because if I don't let go of those resentments, it changes me as a character.
Even see, I'm not normally like this. Whenever you cry, what do I normally do? Pat you on the back. Look at me right now.
Not our usual podcast, guys. But this will be titled The Therapy Session.
My God.
But what was I saying?
Do you feel like you've let it go fully? Do you really genuinely feel
No, there's still parts of me. So if something gets said to me, my reaction, I need to improve on my reactions because my reactions could be a lot better. But
where do you think that comes from?
I just get triggered by certain things that I've said. And I hate things being taken out of context. That really frustrates me.
Being accused of something that you didn't do.
That I didn't do, or something that diminishes my character that I know is not part of my character really gets me like fuming inside. But I have to let it go because if I do not let it go, it'll probably ruin me. That's how I feel.
Do you know what it is?
Because if I don't, like, obviously you're aware, you know of my whole life. And even like the most horrible things that have happened in my life, internally, I'm just like, do you know what? I just forgive that situation, even though the people don't deserve the forgiveness. Do you know when you think, well, they don't, like the bullies don't deserve the forgiveness.
I'm not swallowing poison expecting them to die.
Yeah, absolutely. Even when it's in front of my eyes that I know someone's being shady or someone's doing something just to prove a point or anything. And I'm like, well, I'm not in that space. Like, and for me to like, so I just act like it's not happening. Literally. I'm just like, do you know what? It is what it is. Like a lot of things happen and I'm just like, do you know what? It just goes over my head because I don't have the time and the attention to give to it because I don't care anymore about stuff that is so trivial like that, which is like what we discussed last time.
And I do get that. I think, like I said,
that's why sometimes I come across as I'm just being a bit numb. But that's why I have to numb myself to the drama around me.
What I said, I know we had this conversation. What I was talking about around that was then what happened to you is you went through a really tough time, which we will talk about once it gets a bit closer to the time. But with you, what happened was you went so far to the extreme that I think you became. I said to you that eventually that person is not you.
Exactly.
But you're going through something, but that will become you. And it will be so sad because let's say the sort of selfish nature of I need to look after myself, I want to look after myself, and that's fine. But you were veering so far left.
I love the person that I was. It's just unfortunate I've had to go through certain trials and tribulations that have like knocked me a bit.
Basically, just dull the shine, but you can still light it back up.
I should still be the same person, regardless of what's happened to me.
This is what I was trying to say to you.
I need to stay and be the same person I've always been. I've always been bubbly. I've always been friendly. I've always been outreaching.
Remember that time when we, like, it was randomly in the middle of the night, 4 o'clock in the morning, we sat having milkshake out of Milkshake Farm, and I was trying to explain to you. This is exactly what I was trying to explain to you, because you were saying, no, I'm fine like that. I'm fine like that. And I was saying to you, but it's not who you are.
Yeah, it's not who you are.
So I get that you're saying I need to be a bit. I need to get a bit of that and put it into what I'm doing. Get a bit of the selfishness and put it in, because I need to be a bit more selfish.
Assertive,
and I need to be a bit more assertive. However, you were veering so
too
much.
Too assertive.
No, basically you were diluting the drink down so much that you know what I mean. That's what I was saying to you.
You have to find a balance.
That's it, and I think you're finding it.
I think you need to find a balance, because when you're the person like I am, a lot of people just kind of take it for granted in that sense. And that's why a lot of things happen, because I know we don't always we're not in control of what happens to us, but we can control how our reaction,
how we take it in, and how we
how we react to that situation. We're in total control of that. So that's what I do now. So now I literally, if something is said that I know is going to trigger me, I take myself out of the situation. I'll go and have 5 minutes to avoid the situation. So I don't even have a response to that situation. That's what I mean.
But that's who you were, though. That's who you were.
Yeah.
You just.
I was very passive.
Yeah, but you also took on too much, innit? So now But anyway. Look, that was deep as anything.
We need to get on with it.
We need to slightly move away from depression.
Yeah.
Move on
to. We need to just
greener pastures.
Flow on.
But I think I'm gonna need to.
We need a spa day, 100%.
Whatever, we need to do something, innit? We just need to go to Milan and go to that raining one.
We do.
Let's just do it spontaneous.
We do. We need a weekend in Milan.
Let's just do it spontaneous one.
Yeah, let's do it. When should we do it?
When you're not feeling very well, though, let the chest get sorted.
That's what I mean, when should we do it?
At some point, just do it.
Yeah. What you watching? So the next episode. The next
topic.
So the next topic, guys, is what you watching.
Yeah.
That still needs to be a tune for it, and you keep telling me no.
No, because we had a.
No, but it has to be what you watching. No. What you been watching? What you watching?
I have. Oh my God, The Day of Jackal. It's on Sky or smashing it.
I don't have Sky.
Now TV. I'll give you my password. I'll give you my login, love. Like, Now TV don't do none of this Netflix nonsense where you're not allowed to share passwords. I'll give you my password. I've been watching a lot of Sky stuff. Now TV, I'm getting my money's worth out on ITV. Yeah. They've got some brilliant shows. So obviously House of Dragons on there. They've got the
I love House of Dragons. I was watching that last night.
They've got Sweet Pea, which we've talked about.
I need to watch that.
And they've got Daryl Dixon, which is a Walking Dead thing. But if you're not a fan of Walking Dead, but it's brilliant. Penguin, phenomenal. Please watch Penguin. I'm going to give you my password. Watch Penguin. The Day of Jackal is got Eddie Redmayne and Lashana Lynch. Both phenomenal actors.
Yeah.
And it's about a hitman who basically does disguises and stuff, and he's fantastic as a hitman. But Eddie Redmayne is a genius. Lashana Lynch is a copper.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm telling you, it's so gripping. You are like on edge. At one point I was shouting, going, no, and I was like, calm down, love, it's a TV show.
It's not real life.
And Now TV, and obviously Dune Prophecy is coming out, so check that out. It will be out by the time this episode's been out, so go watch that.
Talking about shows that make you feel like you want to jump into the screen and like shake people. Tell Me Lies on Disney Plus.
Tell Me Lies.
Oh, brilliant.
What is it?
So it's about a girl who's at college and she meets this guy, and this guy is a write-off. Not a good one. And he causes a lot of drama and trouble, but it's really, really interesting. And it has you being like, why are you with him? Just leave him, kind of thing. And it has you on the edge of your seat. So a lot of people online are now trying to look for like similar shows to watch because season 2 has just ended. But it is really, really interesting.
Let me tell you about this, right? Whilst I appreciate this 7-episode wrapping it up, because remember we come from a time of 22 episodes, right?
Oh my God, I missed that time.
But
like I hate 8 episodes and it's done. What is
this?
The
thing is, I appreciate 8 episodes and you're done because they wrap up the storyline, you get the thingy.
No, but
it's the wait, man, because you have to wait a full year
for the next season.
What they need to do is film 2-3 seasons and just release them as 8 episodes this week, and then you know what I mean. But this thing, Netflix,
like House of Dragons.
Yeah.
Like I've been waiting years for that to come back on.
They are taking the mick.
I started watching it last night. That was brilliant.
Yeah, how you've been waiting years for it to come back on it.
It feels like years.
1 year.
But that's what I mean.
But
It
it's
feels like
because
centuries.
the episodes are so short. You're not getting that fulfillment because you're watching 5 episodes and already you have to wait 2 years for the next season.
Exactly, and then you forget what happened in the end.
Yeah, I'm like that.
Like, what's going on? Like, Desperate Housewife days, wow. 24 episodes. Now, that is something. Grey's Anatomy, like, yes, bring it all to me.
Oh, no, Grey's Anatomy, I've dropped off.
I've dropped off now, yeah.
I'm done now. I think I'm done.
The end is just, there's more seasons coming out. I mean, more episodes.
I'm done now. I think I'm done with Grey's Anatomy. There was a show called Britain's Backstreet Scandal. Did you see it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God, right. So just for context, it's about this, it's this documentary on ITVX where they've gone and exposed like these backstreet, like this high street place that has come up and it's basically doing liposuction.
Like an aesthetic
an aesthetic
company.
place doing liposuction, like not a trained doctor, not a qualified doctor doing liposuction backstreet.
Yeah, and guess what the machine's from?
What?
AliExpress.
Oh.
It's a phlegm machine.
Right, so she's basically got this big needle. This woman's gone undercover, and she's getting a training day.
Yeah.
The woman basically there's a woman lying down on the table. Watch the clip, right? She's lying down on the table, and they are doing this liposuction in her neck and doing it. She goes to her, go on, you try now.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm sorry, there's no medical experience
None
whatsoever.
of them have it. And then she doesn't do it. She still gives a certificate anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. No, she does do it. Cause
no, she doesn't.
Does
the
she
woman,
not do it?
The undercover
woman.
The undercover woman doesn't do it because she's like, I felt uncomfortable doing that. I'm not doing that on a woman who's... But the woman's groaning when she's doing it. You can hear the moans and the woman's going,
It's crazy.
And that's why people are like...
Like, people can like...
How are you? And then, did you see the car she's driving? She's driving a Lamborghini.
Yeah, of course.
This woman's driving a Lamborghini.
Do you know how much money they make? I mean, how much is it to get your chin done?
Like 4 or 5 grand.
Wow.
Crazy.
You're paying 4 or 5 grand to someone who's not even medically trained. That is crazy.
I want to see a certificate on the board. I want to see that they're a trained doctor.
Absolutely.
If you want to go get it done, absolutely, that's on you, right? But please make sure that they're trained.
Please go to safe places. Don't go to these backstreet. It's basically like backstreet stuff, isn't
That's
it?
What
really?
it was called backstreet.
That is crazy.
It's called Britain's Backstreet.
My God, everyone just like save your chins.
What have you watched? What else have you been watching?
Oh, I watched Martha Stewart.
Yeah, she follows
documentary.
me.
Yeah, she follows you. Yeah. Oh my God, just to know about her life, that woman is determined.
Prison, you know?
Yeah. It talks all about that.
I need to watch that.
So it's on Netflix. It's called. It's actually just called Martha.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely brilliant. Like, the determination in that woman and the discipline that she has is crazy. And because of that determination, she upset quite a lot of people with it because she's about the business.
Go on, Martha.
Do you know it? Martha.
Not that Martha. Not baby reindeer.
No, not that Martha. Martha Stewart.
So me and Sophie have like a notes that we share like when we want to talk about stuff. And she wrote Martha and then I went, Martha? The only Martha I know is...
And then I went in and I put Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
Because I thought he needs to know. But it's such an interesting documentary about her life because her dad was the same and that's where she learned it from.
Yeah.
And literally, she was the original influencer. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Literally,
OG.
Martha Stewart is the OG. Forget about all these influencers we have now. Yeah. She created influencing.
Influencer.
She was teaching gardening.
Yeah.
She was doing baking shows, everything, all of that. How to set your home up and everything. She started it all.
Yeah. This podcast is called the I'm Rich Your Poor podcast. So we discuss all things I'm Rich Your Poor online, which is essentially the ridiculousness of social media.
Absolutely.
This week's I'm Rich Your Poor video is about makeup hoarding.
Hoarders.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry. Who needs that much makeup? Back in 2009, when YouTube became a thing.
Told you to buy loads of makeup, yeah.
Yeah. And I used to follow Jaclyn Hill, Carly Bybel,
Lee,
like literally
Jeffree Star, all of them.
Nicole Guerrero, all of them. Like, I was obsessed with it, and I'd always watch them every single day. And literally, the amount of makeup that they had, drawers and drawers, and I'm like, oh my God, I need all this makeup. But I'm sorry, makeup expires.
Do you know one thing I'm going to say about that? My biggest bother is that when makeup brands come out with a brand new collection, why are you sending 50 shades of foundation to one person?
Yeah.
When she's one side of the shade and you've sent her all the shades. I get it, you're trying to advertise. Send her little samples and she can do swatches for you.
Yeah.
Have you seen
she
the
has
PR
the full
kits?
ones.
Have you ever seen the big PR kits?
Yeah, the full size.
Yeah, and the big, massive PR kits, what an absolute waste. They sent Charlotte Tilbury, a couple of months back, sent out a massive thing.
Huge it was.
Do you know what? It was empty.
It was tiny.
No, it was empty.
Nothing in it.
There was nothing in it because it was this campaign that makeup's missing. Love, you've still spent that much money on plastic, that much pollution, that much overconsumption for what? To do a little
What an I'm rich or poor moment.
But the makeup, there's this one girl, the video that we were discussing, she's got drawers and drawers and
it's
drawers
ridiculous
of
the
lipstick.
amount of lipstick she has, the amount of bronzers, foundations, all of that.
Mascaras and all of that.
I'm sorry, mascaras.
Makeup palettes. Why do you need 75 makeup palettes?
Mascaras, the expiry date on a mascara, I'm sure it's like 3 months.
Yeah.
The expiry date on like powders is 6 months.
But because they're getting sent all of this.
Yeah, but what I mean, like, just done it.
Yeah, or give it out, do a giveaway, whatever.
Do a giveaway.
But I blame the brands.
Yeah, no, but I also blame the people. Like, why do you need all that?
Brands need to be a little bit more conscious about the fact that they are sending out ridiculous amounts. Send out 1 or 2, maybe, or ask them what shade they are. Maybe get a colour match and send them a PR package. Do you know one thing I'm going to say as well? Like, Huda Beauty, God love her, she's doing brilliant things. Brilliant. She works hard.
Yeah.
She's changed her packaging from glass bottles to plastic.
You'd rather have glasses like.
But glass is sustainable at least.
Yeah.
You've got not got plastic packaging. All of this.
Maybe because plastic. Glass costs more now.
Yeah, and they send out stuff. They send out these big PR packages with wastage, with extra stuff, and every brand is doing it. Every influencer on the planet is getting all this. But makeup expires. And what bothers me is the advertising. Look at me. I'm going to put it all together. You know when they do that? When they do and they're putting all the things in. Wow. So what we're saying, don't overconsume.
Don't be a hoarder.
I know.
Like, it's unsanitary.
And it's just wrong.
Unsanitary. No, it's not unsanitary.
It's unconstitutional.
It's something.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the I'm Richie or Paul of the week.
Crazy. So, guys, the next topic is twosome. So, twosome is this week on social media.
What have you seen?
This week, oh my God. Louis Vuitton dumbbells.
Oh my God.
For $2,600. Who's paying $2,500 to work out with weights that just say Louis Vuitton on them?
You know, there's a
I just use a tin of beans.
You know, there's a Heinz tin of beans as well.
That's very povo. Tin of beans.
I put that in my book. That's actually in my book.
Yeah.
Use a tin of beans because you don't need to do it. Yeah.
Use a tin of beans to work out.
Did you see the celery bag?
Yeah, ridiculous.
It's a
Who
celery
wants
bag.
Celery?
Aldi, did you see Aldi, what Aldi did with they went just £1.50 you just walk around with one of those. Real celery.
Exactly.
You know, I did a full video on it and I'll link the video. I've done a full video on all the ridiculous items that you can have, right?
It's
crisp
crazy.
packet bag. Have you seen the bag that's an empty
it's
packet
ridiculous.
crisp? Have you seen the bin bag?
Imagine you used a crisp packet as a bag. Like, that just like tear apart.
People throw it in the bin. They think if you left it on the side, somebody might
I know,
throw it in the bin.
like your money's in there and everything.
You know, there's a Louis Vuitton boxing, the punching bag and all that for $100,000.
That is stupid. But I'm sorry, who in Louis Vuitton is sitting there thinking, do you know what, let's make a boxing
Louis
bag?
Vuitton. Oh.
No, but that's what I mean. That's just ridiculous.
It's not the Louis Vuitton that are doing it. It's the people that are buying it.
And do you know what else Louis Vuitton? I don't understand people who buy Louis Vuitton luggage because I'm sorry, it's getting ruined. If you're buying,
if
Louis
you're
Vuitton,
flying commercial,
yeah.
If you're a private jet,
no
then
private jet, you're fine. But these are people who are commercial.
People with
I've seen people commercial with Louis Vuitton bags. I'm thinking, if it was like a cabin bag, fine.
Yeah.
But I'm not sending.
Trusting in someone else's
yeah.
when it's like
when they're just like throwing them in. And the way they treat them bags, no, thank you. That's why I wouldn't get like a coloured bag. Do you like a pink bag or do you know the nude?
I've got a white suitcase and that one gets wrecked as well.
Ruined,
it's wrecked, man. It's
ruined.
not a thingy. I also saw something that was really funny, right? And it said that when you fill out a form, the struggle of being, do I write B for British, G for Great Britain, U for UK, E for England, right? Which one is it, right?
Oh, U for United Kingdom,
right? Which letter do I the struggle? And sometimes it's alphabetically, and they've got United Kingdom at the top.
Yeah,
right. They've got United Kingdom.
It's already ready there for you.
Yeah, it's United Kingdom at the top, but I'm scrolling up and down looking for it. They put it. Do you know the funniest comment in that comment section was? My question is, Why is my local pizza place asking me what thingy? I want a pizza. I want a pizza from Domino's delivered to Watford, not Albania.
You're like on Uber Eats.
Why are you asking me what country I'm in for a pizza shop? Like, where are you delivering this pizza to? Albania? Like, what? It doesn't make any sense.
They've got private jets to come deliver it to you.
Why are you asking me where am I? It's so ridiculous, isn't it?
Oh my God, as well. Do you know what else I saw on social media? Snow White theory.
What's Snow White theory?
So the Snow White theory is, apparently, Snow White is the mother of Lord Farquaad of Shrek.
I beg your pardon.
Exactly. So apparently she had a baby with Grumpy. Lord Farquaad has Grumpy's belt, and Lord Farquaad has Snow White's hair.
Stop it. You're so ridiculous. You are so ridiculous. I know you didn't say it, but you are so ridiculous.
That is something I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's correct. He's got Snow White's hair, and he's got the grumpiness of Grumpy.
Wild. That is wild. You are, yeah. Guess what I saw, right? I saw this one, and it said that they were talking about the music industry. We have gone to a place where we don't actually own anything, right? Think about everything's a streaming service. Back in the day, you went to shop and you bought a CD and it was yours.
Yeah.
If you are on Apple Music, Spotify, whatever, and that artist decides to take their discography off that, you no longer have it.
Yeah.
You no longer own it.
Streaming services.
Streaming services. Well, if you press download, it disappears, love. It still goes. If I take this podcast episode off, it's gone. Doesn't matter if you've downloaded it, it's gone.
No, but if you download it...
No, it's gone.
...into your files...
You can't download... You can save...
Screen record it.
Yeah, but that's different. That's
Screen record stuff, guys.
That's different.
But you're not allowed to do that. That's copyright.
No, but this is it. So now what somebody said was there was a woman who recorded for 30 years. She recorded TV. The reason why this is scary is because what they're saying is they're rewriting history. So let me tell you what happens. Because we only have access to information based on streaming services or online, they can get rid of entirely things that happen on live TV. They use Alicia Keys. The guy uses Alicia Keys as an example. Alicia Keys did a live performance, right? And her voice cracked in it. When they then put it back on, that was live. When they put it online, they got rid of that crack and they dubbed it. You've just rewritten what actually happened. How many things do you think that they've rewritten and they've changed and left stuff out? This woman recorded 30 years of live TV to keep a record of it, and also magazines. If you look back at old magazines, some of the stuff that was written about things in there, well, we can't have access to that information unless it's online. And what if it's not online?
Yeah, unless we've saved the magazines from all that time ago. That's it.
Because back in the day, access information we got to keep.
So then what do we do, like downloading songs then?
We don't. We're just
going to have to burn them on CDs.
Games as well. My brother was talking about gaming. Games now are online. Back in the day, you were able to have a physical CD, physical game.
Yeah, because on PS2, you just buy it.
Now you don't. Now you serve it online.
So
and if they pull the server,
that's it.
You don't have the game. But what did you pay for then? What did you pay for?
Scam.
We're all moving towards an age where we don't own anything. Everything is given to us, loaned or rented.
Yeah. And do you know that when you sign...
Even houses, mortgage.
Do you know when you have like your birth certificate done, apparently the government owns you, apparently. Some people say.
So I'm not getting a birth certificate.
So
I've already got one.
You've got one. What do you mean I'm not getting a birth certificate?
I'm going back.
Yeah, so basically, you are property of where your birth certificate made.
Yeah. That's scary.
That's scary, innit? So you don't even own yourself.
I also saw another one.
That's probably why. You don't own yourself.
Or you don't own yourself?
You don't own yourself.
What do you mean you don't own yourself?
You don't own yourself. You are not your person.
I'm not owned by
yourself.
I don't know what that means. So.
People know what it means. You do not own yourself.
She's really trying to mind boggle me there. Yeah. I don't own myself. I also saw something. They want to remove Shakespeare from schools, right?
Why?
And replace
old.
it. Listen to this.
What Shabaz says.
No. It will get there. They want to remove Shakespeare from schools, right?
Why?
Because,
too old?
Yes, too old. And they're also saying it's outdated. They're saying that we want to replace it with TikTok. So an English teacher in a British school, can't remember what school, said that we want to do...
But how's that literature?
The literature of writing, looking at text and Gen Z related things on social media, because it's still literature. Because Shakespeare is so old, why don't we do current stuff? Why don't we looking at topical stuff on social media and TikTok?
Because by the time we have children, Shakespeare's going to be 1,000 years old.
I'm sorry, I beg your pardon.
So it's going to be really old then.
I beg your pardon. When do you think I'm having children in 1,000 years? In like
No, by the time
600
we
years?
have them. No, Shabaz.
Shakespeare was 500 years ago.
Yeah,
love.
exactly. So by the time we have kids, yeah.
I don't think it's going to be 1,000 years. Maybe a couple of hundred. Anyway, so the thing is, so what do you think? Do you think that should be, or where do you stand on that? Do you think we need to update the curriculum?
Oh, 100% it needs updating.
Yeah.
It's very
I do think social media
it's
needs to
very
be taught in schools.
dinosaur-y.
Yeah, social media needs to be taught in schools.
Oh, 100%.
I get that. But do you think the English curriculum for literature...
But I don't get how literature relates to TikTok.
Because that's what they said. They said want to replace it with TikTok, and Gen Z related videos and trending topics and stuff like that should be taught as part of the literature.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Because we had to do Taming of the Shrew.
Do you know what somebody said?
What else was it?
Macbeth. Of Mice of Men.
Of Mice and Men. That's not Shakespeare though.
No, but I did. Oh yeah, Hamlet.
Yeah, we did.
That.
Yeah, Hamlet. All
Do
that.
You know one thing somebody
Romeo
said?
and Juliet.
I saw somebody say we should give the option of, if you want to do Shakespeare, do Shakespeare, and if you want to do the other stuff, do the other stuff. So that way a kid gets both the options.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to. But they're gonna
Middle ground.
They need more teachers then.
Oh yeah, there's that.
There's that as well.
Never mind.
Yeah, and the money's not moneying right now.
And if
is
teachers are quitting to do social media, then
where do we get?
We?
Maybe they can just. Maybe TikTok might be the new school.
There you go.
There's aliens in the ocean. Did you hear about that?
No.
That's a new thing. So they have found that apparently the aliens are living amongst us, but they're deep in the ocean.
That scares me because I hate the ocean as it is.
And then I was thinking,
that's why NASA stopped I went to space.
Absolutely.
To find the homeland of the aliens they found.
Yes.
Stop it.
And do you know what as well? I think the Bermuda Triangle is the point because everything disappears, doesn't it? That's what my theory is.
Is how they go to the other universe.
Yes. Bermuda Triangle. Things fly over, things disappear.
Because they get transported to another dimension.
Aliens. Woo! Literally.
You scared me. That gave me goosebumps.
Yeah. Bermuda Triangle is a porthole. Maybe we should go.
The pyramids are lined
Maybe
up.
we should
We're going down conspiracy area here, innit?
Maybe we should
I'm not going anywhere.
Do you know what this is?
Do
you know what this
rowing,
is?
Rowing.
Rowing, yeah. Oh, maybe it's this actually. This is rowing.
Yeah. So that's it. This episode was a little bit different because we were delved into my emotions, your emotions,
Theory.
a lot of other stuff.
Therapy.
Therapy.
Theory.
But I think that's the part of I'm Rich, You're Poor, innit?
Yeah.
It's us, innit? It's our lives,
Yeah.
and I guess things happen. But I really appreciate
And this
you.
is our catch up of the week.
Exactly.
So we have to unravel our
emotions
and feelings.
I had a bit too many emotions. But like I said,
it's good to be. But do you know what? Do you know what? I'm proud of you. High five.
Thank you. I'm proud of you.
Because
It sounds patronising, but thank you.
I'm genuinely proud. It's not
Thank you,
patronising.
appreciate it.
I'm actually genuinely proud of him because do you know what? It takes a lot to be vulnerable, and you were vulnerable.
It's going to be cut out the episode though.
Why?
I'm kidding. But anyway, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you,
if you are
guys.
watching this, or if you're listening to this on Spotify or anywhere, please give us 5 stars.
Absolutely.
Download it.
Reviews.
Comment, review, do anything.
We love
subscribe.
reading your guys' comments because
Yes.
they're off so funny.
And please do, and share it with your friends. Just put it out there. Look, we're venturing. We're sat here. We're
Absolutely.
crying on podcasts. Can we please
Yes.
just...
There'll be more crying soon. Won't
all the time.
Literally.
But share and comment and like. And thank you so much for watching. Also, I'm going on tour in February, so please go and buy tickets. Links in the description. If you live in Coventry or Wolverhampton, I'm going on tour with Smash Bengali in December the 5th, the 3rd or 4th. I can't remember what it is, but those 2 days. And that will also be in the bio. So thank you so much.
Thank you,
And we will
guys.
see you in the next episode. Bye.